Mickey, how you feeling?
Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals. 2 going on a rampage, sweeping in 4 straight victories. With plenty of rest and now looking for a conference title, they face a new adversary as they go up against the Detroit Pistons. The Eastern Conference Finals, coming up next.
For these two teams, 2 rounds down, 2 to go. The battle for the Eastern Conference continues. Game 1 of the conference finals. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And roaming the sideline for tonight's game, our Allie LaForce. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Kate Cunningham. Asar Thompson is out there with Smith. And Murray Boyles in at the 4 spot. And for New York, Williams is out there with Carlton Carrington. Then it's Sharp. Then there's Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. Take a look at the Knicks. They come into this series, Greg, with every confidence that they're the better team and have what it takes to advance to the championship round.
And rightfully so. Now is the time to show and prove, deliver on the hype, and let's see if they can take control of the series.
And keep their focus, right? Keep their focus even when they feel like, yeah, we're the better team. But we've got to make sure, as you've talked about before, on paying attention to the small details.
No doubt about it. You have to stay in the present and really be about what has made you good and gotten you to this point.
That's a good line. Staying present. Very well said.
Boy, when Towns is moving the basketball, guys, the floor opens up for him. The defense has now got to respect passing and scoring.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected game. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And Smith with the stop.
Yeah, and in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now here's Williams. Anunoby outside. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
The jump shot just keeps improving from OG Anunoby. Amazing. You put in the time, you get into a nice rhythm.
Miku, he's guarded by Williams. Smith wide open. He fires. Nails the 16-footer.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Now here's Towns. Williams passes to Anunoby. And here's Sharp. Just 5 to shoot. Right side, Williams. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Here's Thompson to Cunningham. Lays it up off the glass.
And right out of the gates, they are locked and loaded. 3 straight scores early.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Kevin, back to you.
Allie, thank you so much. Now, here's Thompson. To the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. Cunningham's shot is off.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Now, here's Anunoby. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Anunoby's got 5 now.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with the elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Cunningham kicks to Thompson. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. New York leading by 3. Pass to Towns. Banked in off the glass.
Guys, that is what you call true physical, hard-earned points from Karl Anthony Towns. Go ahead and embrace that contact.
Now, here's Thompson. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Murray Boyd. Fires the 3. Thompson misses. And stolen by Thompson. Anunoby against Cunningham. Thompson outside. 13 feet away. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Towns with the shot. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Cade Cunningham is second.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Misses from close range.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
Step back shot, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Now, here's Cunningham. On the wing, Thompson. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Boy, certainly looked like the defense was okay, letting him shoot from 3. But let's remember, he can hit some of these.
Outside, Towns. And the foul called on Cade Cunningham. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Pistons, 6-point game. Williams for 3. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
He is now 3 for 4 to start this game. Clearly, the confidence is already building.
Pass to Cunningham. Now here's Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. The shot by Murray Boyles, no good. The Knicks leading by 9. Here's Carrington. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Smith against Towns. Nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 6.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Carrington with the ball. Pass to Towns. Sharp sets the pick for Towns. And there it is for him. He's got 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And it's Smith, top of the key. The Pistons working the ball around now. Thompson, a screen on Williams. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Picked off in midair. To the middle. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
Well, just absolutely superb concentration by OG Anunoby. Fends off the defense well right there.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And, guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Now, here's Cunningham. Smith with a screen on Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Here's Cunningham. Good. Nice job down low. Cunningham's got his second bucket of the night.
Cunningham is not shy about mixing it up down low. He's got a great feel around the rim.
It's Williams, high post. He's got 7. Pass to Thurman. Fires from deep. Thompson with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Cunningham looking it over. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul. On defense, New York. 10-point lead. Here's Murray Boyle. Still without a basket. Over Thurman. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Oh, he will kick himself for that one. That was a tremendous opportunity.
Pass to Hammonds. There's the triple. Knocks down the 3-ball.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Reeves with the screen for Cunningham. Six on the shot clock, and they double up Cunningham. Here's Murray Boyle. It's rebounded by New York. And what a start to the postseason it's been for them. 8 straight wins to breeze through the first 2 rounds.
And when you're on that kind of a roll, the next series can't start fast enough. They want to keep the momentum going, pick up right where they left off in the second round. But remember, nothing's a sure thing in these NBA playoffs.
Here's Shed. 1:25 left to play here in the first. Basket good. And the Knicks lead by 15.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Now Cunningham. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And it's easy to see why so many are so high on Cunningham. A talented guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Good from Cunningham. The Knicks making a switch here. Towns is checked in. Detroit making a switch here. So 1 for 2 that time with the strike. New York leading by 14. Pass to Thurman. Here's the teardrop, and the layup is good. Thurman's got 5 now.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 5. Pass to Salon for 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Thurman passes to Towns. There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Off with the layup. Cunningham outside. That one goes in. He has 7.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
And so it's New York with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we're ready to get back into the action here in game 1. On the board, Williams, he's checked in for the Knicks. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Williams is out there with Hammonds. And it's Thurman in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Takes the 13-footer. Brooks misses.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to Reeves. Stewart kicks to Wesley. Rebound by Williams. New York leading by 14. Inside. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Williams. Towns has got 8 points.
Yeah, this team is at its best when Towns is looking to establish himself on the interior.
Here's Salon to the inside. Out of bounds. New York takes possession.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
The Pistons making a change here. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for New York. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Fader on the way. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
How about Karl Anthony Towns bullying his way to that second chance look? Nicely done.
Pistons trail by 18. Stewart up top, kicked his pocket. Williams passes to Thurman. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 6 assists here tonight. Pass to Thompson. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable. Let's be honest.
Williams scanning the floor. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Oh, that's a strong finish. And Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And the Pistons making a change here. Smith has checked in.
What's up?
The free throw drops for Towns.
Well, you love watching Karl Anthony Towns play, guys, because this is an offensively gifted big man. He can shoot with range. You can put him in the post, let him work back to the basket. He can put the ball on the floor. A lot to love on the offensive end.
Pass to Thompson. And now Williams running the floor all by himself.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Here's Salon. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Outside Williams. Offline with his three. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Pistons passing it around. Cunningham outside. 5 on the clock. Over Richard. Cunningham's shot is off.
Yeah, awkward shot there. I mean, creative on the leaner, but the D just made it too difficult for him to convert.
Outside Williams. Towns finds Williams. Elbow shot. Pass to Thurman. Here's the three. This Pistons squad struggling. Miku, he's guarded by Williams. It's tipped, and he gets it back. So on. Detroit, no good that time either. Here's New York. They're on a 16-7 run. Pass to Sharp. Here's Williams. Here's Carrington. They get the rebound. Towns wide open. Cans it from downtown. Towns has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Here's Smith. Defended by Sharp. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Detroit, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game. And that one misses. And New York making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. He hits the second from the line. New York's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. It's Williams with the drive. On the wing, Anunoby. Deflects the pass. Here's Cunningham. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cunningham's got 9 points.
And on that drive, Cunningham utilizing that athleticism, blitzing the defense the moment he sees an open.
Here's Carrington. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Cunningham, a screen on Williams. Down low. Here's Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Cunningham right side. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Carrington. And that one is good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
To the left wing. And here's Towns. 18 points for him. It's blocked. New York needs to get off a shot. Rocket 2, offensive rebound. And he gets it to go.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Miku, he's guarded by Williams. Anunoby against Cunningham. Out to Smith. Cunningham right side. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Score the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 mates.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Cunningham passes to Smith, and then Smith with the dunk.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. The Knicks making a switch here. Richards is checked in. New York leading by 23. Pass to Sharp. Sharp sets the pick for Anunoby. Outside Williams. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
In one of the areas where Cunningham has been compared to Doncic, his strength with the ball in his hand.
1:05 left in the second quarter. To the paint, and it's Williams finishing it off.
Oh, ball movement creating a great look. Every coach loves this.
Thompson in the corner. Pass to Murray Boyle. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. And finished off by Williams.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. 30 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Sharp. Williams for 3. Drains the three-pointer. Williams has got 13 points in just this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Pistons have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. And he knocks down the first one. And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3. It'll count. And so it's New York rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action in just a minute.
Hey, everybody, it's halftime of Game 1 and a big lead right now for the New York Knicks.
The three-point chances have been there for them, and they've taken advantage.
Just watching the game, not even looking at the scoreboard, you can tell they're the better team tonight by a mile. And looking at where the Knicks stand in this series, well, guys, safe to say they're in cruise control right now.
At this point, Ernie, all they got to do is keep the car on the road, man. Just don't go off to the left or right. Just keep on keeping on.
Don't let up. Keep your foot on the gas. Take this thing across the finish line.
Sure, I'm glad you were able to drive home. Those points. It's so good. Yeah,
I see what you did with that one, Ernie.
It's unbelievable. It's a gift.
Yeah, it is.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back to playoff basketball on 2K Sports. This is the Eastern Conference Finals. New York's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. On the floor for Detroit, we've got Ausar Thompson. Smith is out there with Cunningham. And Murray Boyles in at the power forward position. Here's Towns. Rebound, Detroit. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cunningham. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. Cade Cunningham, number 1. The Knicks shooting extremely well. 62% on the night to this point. Anunoby outside. Outside, Towns. They set the pick. Clock at 6. Pass to Sharp. Back to Towns. Here's Carrington.
And that combination of length and instincts, that's what makes Cunningham so competitive at the defensive end.
Thompson against Anunoby. Smith outside. Here's McCoo. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. He has 5.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Sharp finds Towns. Connects from three-point range. Towns has got 21.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Cunningham dishes it to Thompson. Over to the wing. Launches a 3. The rebound by Sharp.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Thompson outside. Smith outside. Anunoby against Cunningham. Shoots over Anunoby. Cunningham's shot is off.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Yep, that one goes in there. And now 24 points for Williams.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
It's Cunningham with the drive, and he comes up with the deuce.
and the strength of Cunningham. Fantastic job there scoring on the defense.
Stolen away. To the inside. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
One shot.
Here's Carrington. Outside, Towns. Pass to Williams. Jacks up a three. Good on the three-point shot. Williams has got 27.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Back to Cunningham. Off target at the rim.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Bucket is good.
Man, you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Thompson outside. Pass to Murray Boyle. Back to Thompson. 6 to shoot. From the arc. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And here's Towns. Some nice passing by New York here. Here's Williams. Back to Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Out to the right wing to stop the run. Drills the three-pointer. 8 points for him.
And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that you like to play with.
Anunoby left side. Towns for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
The Knicks have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Here's Carrington. He's covered by Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Towns, he's open. Thompson with the rebound. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Pass to Cunningham.
Get outside, get outside.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one goes on Anunoby.
Oh, tough stuff from Cunningham inside, enduring the foul and able to get that one off.
First one falls for him. And so Cunningham nails both of them. New York's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Outside Williams. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Pistons have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Cunningham. Here's Murray Boyle. Kept alive. Here's McCoo. Makes it off the glass. He's got 10.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Thurman passes to Williams. to end the drought. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Now a timeout called by Detroit. You have to like what we're seeing from Williams.
Guys, you have got to find a way to slow this man down. This is a great timeout.
And the Pistons making a change here. Wesley's checked in. Here are this postseason's dead-eye shooters. These guys have knocked down a ton of shots from downtown. Knicks on defense. Smith outside. On the wing, Thompson. Smith sets the pick for Thompson. And he banks in the layup. Thompson's got 7 points.
Boy, they'll take that possession. Nice finish in close.
For New York, they've gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Thurman, it's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Williams, and it's good for 2. Williams has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Smith outside. Pass to Wesley. It's up a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. He has 5.
My goodness, that's just too clean a look. He takes full advantage.
Outside Williams. There's the 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Go Rico. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pistons passing it around. Smith kicks to Thompson. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Williams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. Now Detroit moving it up. Shots good by Wesley. Wesley's got 5 points now this quarter.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Outside Williams. That 3 off the mark. The Pistons have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Pass to Smith. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. New York calls timeout. So Detroit ends up going with the new group. We've got 1:23 left to play here in the third. Here's Thurman. He's defended by Reed. Here's Butler. Rebounded by the Pistons. Reeves outside. Here's Cunningham. That one goes. Count it. Now that's 17 points for Cade Cunningham.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight, looking for his shot, and boy, is he producing.
Butler on the way. It's tipped. Stewart with the steal. Reeves outside. Cunningham outside. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Shed. Scoreless thus far. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Richard. They get it back. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Knicks out front, opening up a huge gap. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the 4th quarter next. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Reeves outside. Cunningham right side. Puts it up from 12, and they double up Cunningham. Here's Salon. A three-pointer off the mark. The Knicks shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. And for the Pistons, Cunningham is out there with Austin Reeves. Then it's Brooks. And it's Salon in at the 4. Cunningham passes to Reeves. Here's Salon. Stewart a screen. The 3. Salon, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Shed. Here's Thurman. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Salon.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Takes the 13-footer. Brooks misses. And here are the Knicks. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Pass to Hammonds. It's deflected. Now, here's Cunningham. Stewart a screen. Lets a floater go. Out of bounds. Pistons ball as Detroit keeps possession. Williams, he's checked in for the Knicks. Smith checked in for the Pistons. We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Cunningham gets the bucket.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. You call this grit and grind.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. Reeves the pass to Cunningham. Reeves with the screen for Cunningham. Over Thurman. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 23 points.
Boy, he's been impressive scoring the basketball, but it is really tough to play from behind.
To the middle. Here's Hammonds. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
For Detroit, they've gone just 33% from the field in the 4th quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Cunningham outside. Reeves outside. Shot clock at 5. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And that one's good. Brooks.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Here's Williams, and it's good from the elbow. Williams has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Boy, it hasn't mattered what the defense has tried. He has had every counter. What a great night.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
There's the pick. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Pass to Salon. Here's Smith, and the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
Well, you cannot put it in a much better spot than that. Wow.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. The Pistons making a change here. New York leading by 22. It's Williams, high post. Kicks it out to Ellis. Back to Williams. Takes a three. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for New York.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
And he hits the first of three. And he's good on the second. And he nails the third. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by Ellis, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. So for the Knicks, Sharp comes in for Hammonds, and Carlton Carrington subbed in for Keon Ellis. On defense, New York. 5 to shoot. Pass to Smith. Cunningham outside. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game. Now Carrington. New York moving it around. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, Detroit. Thompson's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Again, the miss by the Pistons. New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Carrington. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First free throw is good.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
And the Knicks making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. And Williams drops them both. The Pistons have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Cunningham finds Smith. Here's McCoo. Detroit, no good that time either.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Sharp. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Detroit has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reach the fourth quarter. Looking to end the run, and he sinks the layup.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
The Knicks shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth. Outside Williams. There's the lob to the hoop. It's stolen by Smith. Pass to Murray Boyle. Good on the triple.
Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
Outside Williams. Outside Towns. Now Carrington. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Pass to Cunningham. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Williams.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Pass to Cunningham. To the left side wing. Miku. No good on the three.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Here's Thurman, covered by Cunningham. And Butler gets it to go. Butler's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
And New York making a change here. Shed's checked in. Pass to Hammonds. Inside, here's Butler. Nails the baby hook.
Oh, how about the dime? You love that unselfishness.
Cunningham dishes it to Smith. To the wing right side. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Thompson. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Knicks have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%. 7-14. And then Williams slams it in.
And get a low fat move. We don't get to see plays like that very often.
No, we don't. Sailing in off the baseline for the reverse stuff. That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Cunningham right side. Good work there as it goes. Cunningham's got 8 here in the quarter.
Boy, that's exactly the look you're working toward, right at the rim.
Pass to Hammonds. Outside Williams. Top of the key. And the Knicks good for 2.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the final quarter. Cunningham's shot is off. New York's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range.
Man, if ever there were a way to kick off the NBA Conference Finals, this is it. Going to be a table-setting victory here in Game 1 for New York.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And On the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And they open these conference finals with a forceful performance to take the early lead in the series.
Yeah, they talked about sending a message here in game one, and no doubt about it, they delivered that message loud and clear. It's obvious who has the upper hand going forward in this series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Williams.
Boy, you felt his impact all over the game tonight. A triple-double, outstanding.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. There's a good screen. Clock at 6. Pass to Ellis. Here's Hammonds. And again, it's the Knicks missing. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. So long and good night, everyone.
Is it okay? Convinced that they have invested time in practice.
Absolutely. Also,
we will.
just to be sure that
beginning
no
and more importantly
at
at the end of practice when they're game time.
They might not like that.
Good. Let's see how serious the issue is. That's what we need.
Understood.
Game 3, Eastern Conference Finals. The Knicks come into Game 3 up 2-0. Will their relentless desire thrust them to a third straight victory? The scenery changes to hostile ground as they face off against the Detroit Pistons. The Eastern Conference Finals continue.
Thanks for joining us for the Eastern Conference Finals on 2K Sports. A make-or-break game tonight with the series standing at 2-0. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Allie LaForce reporting for us. And now the opening lineup for New York. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Williams is out there with Carlton Carrington. Then there's Sharp, and it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. And for the Pistons, they've got Thompson. Cunningham is out there with Smith, and it's Murray Boyles in at the four-man position. You look at Detroit, they're down 2-0. But on the bright side, they're back home. A chance to get back in the series.
And you don't make the conference finals unless you're a great team. So I think being at home is important to them. And we're going to see them come out with some fight.
Pass to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. There's the three. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Sharp against Smith. Sharp passes to Towns. Now here's Carrington. New York working the ball around now. Ananobi can't get it to go.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Murray Boyles. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
And solid pass from Cunningham. He has a good understanding for when the defense has overcommitted.
Williams looking around. Kicks it out Towns. Outside Carrington. Sharp is screen on Cunningham. And Carrington, here we go. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
Now here's Cunningham. No good on the triple.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Ananobi passes to Williams. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Here's Murray Boyles. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Murray Boyles has got his second basket of the night. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's Williams, and he buries his first look.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Here's Murray Boyles. Thompson, a screen on Williams. Detroit needs to get off a shot. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow. Now here's Towns. Pass to Sharp. Outside Carrington. On target from range.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up to Detroit. They trail by 1. And it's Williams off the drive. And he converts the layup. Williams has gotten his second bucket.
You can't have a better start than that, connecting on 4 of your first 5 field goal attempts.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. And it's Cunningham missing. New York leading by 3. Outside Carrington. Pass to Williams. From outside the arc. Detroit with a rebound.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Carrington with it. Towns outside. Outside, Williams. Connects from downtown. Williams has got 7 points in the game. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Thompson outside. Back to Cunningham. Pass to Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And what a read there from Cunningham. Showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
Outside, Williams. And here's Sharp. Here's Carrington. Now Williams. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. And here now a list of the players who have had the hottest hand in the playoffs. Second is Cade Cunningham.
Perfect time to take it to another level offensively. He's really carried them at that end.
The Pistons trailing. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Jordy Fernandez for a minute. We talked about the matchup issues that Karl Anthony Towns creates for defenses. Coach said the combination of size and skill make Cat a tough cover. If you put a center on him, he can beat them with his quickness or his perimeter game. And if you put a wing on him, he can overpower them in the post. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Williams. 7 points in the game. Sharp, no good.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Cunningham. For New York, they've gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Here's Carrington, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And it's Detroit with the ball. Following the bucket by the Knicks. Pass to Murray Boyles. Let's go with a 3. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Knicks leading by 4. Outside Carrington. Here's Sharp. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Towns, the screen on Cunningham. Outside Carrington. Pass to Towns. The kick out to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3. Smith with the rebound. Pistons trail by 4. To the paint. Here's Cunningham. And Cunningham throws it down.
Such an energetic play from Cunningham. Going right up for the slam.
Outside Carrington. Defended by Thompson. Towns outside. The 3 ball. And Cunningham pulls it down. Cunningham's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Smith. Now here's Thompson. Williams defending. Hey, expanding his range. Some solid defense from Williams. New York has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Towns finds Williams. Back to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
It's so nice to see Towns use his high basketball IQ to dominate in pick and rolls. It seems like he always makes the right read in that situation.
Pistons trail by 4. Williams defending. Pass to Murray Boyles. Launches the 3. And it's New York with a rebound. They have been a steamroller in this postseason. 10 straight wins to start it all. Hard not to be thinking about their chances to make history.
Yeah, I mean, no team's gone through the playoffs with a perfect record. The 76ers got close in 1983 and the Warriors in 2017. So it's fun to talk about, but they've got 6 games to go. And at this stage of the playoffs, every game's a battle. And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. New York leading by 4. Towns, a screen on Cunningham. Pass to Hammonds. Here's Towns. Here's Carrington. That 3's off the mark.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
That shot wide open. Cunningham's got 5 points.
And look at the lack of hesitation. Cade gets the ball and is confident he can make the shot.
Carrington, and stolen by Cunningham. Pass to Murray Boyles. Lets the three fly. Tries again. And it's good on the lay-in. Give him 8 points now.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Towns a screen on Cunningham. Here's Thurman. He's covered by Reeves. 4 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot here. Here's Thurman. New York again can't hit. The Pistons leading. A minute 4 left in the first quarter. Fires in the triple. Cunningham's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Pass to Thurman. Can they get it? And Cunningham pulls it down. Cunningham's got his 5th rebound in this one. The crossover. And the layup good by Reeves. And it's a 6-point Pistons lead.
And I'm just impressed with their effort here early. They've hit the offensive glass so hard.
Here's Carrington. He's got 5. 5 on the clock. Pass to Hammonds. From deep. Smith with the rebound. Here's Murray Boyles. It's tipped. And so it's the Detroit Pistons leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the Eastern Conference Finals presented by 2K Sports. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets. They're so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
And another thing they've done well is attack the offensive glass. Whenever a shot goes up, they're very aggressive and physical getting after that basketball.
We've got Austin Reeves, and it's Stewart in at center. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. Knicks trail by 4. Stewart defends, and he gets it to go.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Well, he saw the opportunity and he went for it. I love his competitiveness.
Pass to Reeves. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Detroit shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line on this one. First free throw is good. The Knicks making a switch here. And Anunoby's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Thurman passes to Hammonds. Now here's Carrington. Defense is right there. Detroit with a rebound. Pass to Salah. Tipped. Stolen by Anunoby. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Detroit leading by 4. Outside Reeves. Brooks finds Reeves. Picked by Stewart. Fires the three. The shot by Reeves, no good. For New York, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Thurman. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game. Williams is checked in for New York. Inside, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Back to Cunningham. And there's a pick. Stewart, the pass to Cunningham. Clock at 6. Fades. Ooh, Cunningham making moves inside.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Outside Carrington. And here is Williams. He has 7 to the inside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
New York shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And he drops the first. New York making a switch here. Towns is checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Detroit moving the ball around. And here's Thompson for 3. Williams grabs the board. New York trailing. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. It's Stewart, high post. Pass to Salah. Now here's Cunningham. And it's off from three-point range.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. New York shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. The Pistons making a switch here. Smith's checked in. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
And that's a good sign. He's getting himself to the line. I really like that here in the second quarter.
Thompson finds Smith. For 3. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss is just on him.
Pass to Salah. Picked by Smith to the middle. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Now Carrington. 5 points in the game. Cat strikes from long distance.
A big man with Towns' range is invaluable. You can put him anywhere, and he can score it.
Picked by Smith. Pass to Salon. The three. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Towns on a screen. Down low. Towns throws it down.
Yeah, going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
Pistons trail by 4. Cunningham outside. Fires for 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside, Williams. And Towns slams it home.
And that's a powerful man right there. Towns is never going to pass up a chance to finish with authority.
Anunoby against Cunningham. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call. And let's take a look at the players leading the way in assists here in the postseason. Cade Cunningham on top. And here's New York now. They're on an 18-6 run. Outside, Williams. Pass to Towns. Towns doing some work on the interior.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And there's the lob.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Well, that's true, and they've also been going right at the rim, which I love. Attack, attack, attack.
The free throw drops for Williams.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
And Williams drops them both. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 8-point game. Detroit moving the ball around. Picked by Smith. Williams defending. 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. And it's New York with a rebound. Here's Thurman. Pass to Williams. Anunoby. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. Smith outside. Here's Murray Boyles. 10 points for him.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
On the wing, Thompson. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Knicks leading by 10. Outside, Williams. Pass to Towns. Uh-oh, we've got a big cat in the paint.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Smith outside. Anunoby covering. Cunningham deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Anunoby. And it's Cunningham missing. And for New York, they're shooting the rock at 58%. Towns outside. And there's the screen. Back to Williams. to the middle. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Pistons trail by 12. And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. There's a minute 59 left to play in the first half. Smith with a screen on Williams. To win the cold spell. It's hauled in by Carrington.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Outside, Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got 11.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
And Thompson gets it to go.
They found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim, goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Pass to Williams. Into the lane. Kicks it out to Anunoby. New York working the ball around now. And here's Carrington. Just 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. Cunningham is a nice D. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Thompson goes in. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Outside Carrington. Out left to the wing. Fades away. Towns gets the bucket. He's got 17.
He must have visualized this one because everything is falling.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the New York Knicks. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. Back after this.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the New York Knicks.
Watching them whoop those boys on the boards, that brought a tear to my eye, and I don't cry.
I can get you a tissue.
You got one? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You cry all the time.
Oh, see.
Checking out how the Pistons are doing in this series. They find themselves down 2-0. Could be looking at a tough path forward. Shaq, is panic part of the vocabulary?
Normally, you don't say panic in situations like these, but right now, these guys need to smash that panic button, do something different.
I don't think they could take the same approach and win this series. Adjustments are needed for them to get back in it.
Just like adjustments are needed here in the studio, but that's a story for another day. And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And welcome back to our coverage of Game 3 on 2K Sports. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, we had a feeling he'd step up in this one. So far, playing at the top of his game when they really need him.
Well, this is what he does. When the stage is biggest, he runs to the light.
New York leading by 12. Checking out the group from Mike Brown to start the second half. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Sharp. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Williams. And it's Carrington in at the point. Now here's Sharp. Outside, Williams. Shot clock at 5. Detroit with a rebound.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead. Well, he's had it rolling all night. He just hasn't had enough support to give them the lead.
Here's Carrington following the score by Detroit. Back to Williams. Fires the 3. Drops in the 3. Williams has got 14 points for the game.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Back to Cunningham. Oh, nice D from Anunoby.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Williams with it. Picked up by Cunningham. Left side, Anunoby. Back to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Thompson outside. Pass to Murray Boyles. Back to Thompson. Here's Cunningham. This one for 3. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 7 tonight. Outside Sharp. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. No good on the free throw. He's off on the second. Pistons trail by 15. Pass to Murray Boyles. Now here's Smith. Thompson scanning the floor. Here's Murray Boyles. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And here's Carrington. Back to Williams. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Williams has got 7 now in this quarter.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
I think everybody in here is in shock. In many ways, their team just hasn't shown up.
Murray Boyles. And again, unable to change momentum here.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Boom! He jams it straight down.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
And it's Detroit with the ball. Following the bucket by the Knicks. Pass to Smith. There's Cunningham with a 3. Sharp grabs the miss. Sharp's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now here's Carrington. He's got 5. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. Free throw's good from Anunoby. It's both from the stripe. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And during the postseason, let's see who's been working the hardest on the glass. Fifth, Karl Anthony Towns.
His awareness around the rim has really been impressive lately. It's obvious he knows every possession is important in the playoffs.
On defense, the Knicks. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Pass to Thompson. Over to the wing to end the run. Buries it from 3. He's got 5.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Now here's Towns. 17 points in the game. And it's powered home by Towns.
And what a luxury to have a big man who can score like Towns. He's been unstoppable here.
Pistons trail by 20. And he's going for the oop here. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball.
Oh, those kinds of unforced mistakes will drive any coach nuts.
Here's Carrington. He's got 5. Towns outside. Back to Carrington. Jacks up with 3. Here's Sharp. And the shot's good. Sharp's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Thompson outside. No good from outside. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for New York. It's a 22-point lead, the most they've led by. Back to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
The Pistons have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Picked by Smith. Here's the 3. And again, no good by Detroit. New York has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Back to Williams. Lets it go from deep. Thompson pulls it in.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Pass to Murray Boyles. Detroit moving the ball around. And here's Cunningham outside. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Williams has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Carrington. Again, the Knicks. Good for 2 more.
Imagine how much bigger this lead might be if he were a little more selfish.
Detroit calls timeout.
Oh my, their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
Yeah, physically they are being overwhelmed in the paint right now. That can be hard to fix because it's a personnel issue.
Reeves is checked in for Cade Cunningham. To get back on track. And it's New York with a rebound. Williams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside Carrington. Towns, left side, pulls it, gets some space, and buries the jumper. Towns has got 23 points.
Taking his shot, and Towns doesn't think, he just acts.
Williams defending. Smith outside. Outside Reeves. Beyond the arc. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 8 now. Carrington with it. 7 points in the game. 6 to shoot. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Pass to Reeves. Out to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the wing. Fires it. And again, no good by Detroit.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for New York.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And they've also done an outstanding job scoring in the paint, getting close looks and just pounding them inside.
Free throw drops for Williams. Salon, he's checked in for the Pistons. And Williams drops them both. Detroit calls timeout. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
With the amount of damage he's doing inside, a defensive adjustment must be made.
And it's Detroit with the ball. Williams defending. Pass to Murray Boyles. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
And Williams punches it home.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Reeves. Tight defense on him. 16 feet out. Yep, that one goes. Reeves has got 6.
Well, the defense has no one to blame but themselves there. Another open look.
Outside, Williams. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
And New York has possession. Pass to Thurman. The 3 is up. Detroit with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Looking to get back on track. Good as the jump shot falls. He's got 14.
Yeah, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
To the inside. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. Outside Reeves. Back to Brooks. Detroit moving the ball around. Picked by Stewart. Just 5 to shoot. With his first shot attempt. The shot, no good.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Here's Hammonds. Rebounded by Murray Boyles. Well, the Pistons shooting 36% for the game. Not great. Pass to Salon. Outside for Brooks. Here's Murray Boyles. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Thurman.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
They set a pick. And he lays it up and in. Thurman's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Outside Reeves. From deep. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And 3/4 of play in the books. This one's all but over already. It's the Knicks running away with this one. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Austin Reeves out there with Cade Cunningham. Then it's Dylan Brooks. And it's Stewart in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Detroit right now. Here's Thurman. Off the mark there with a 3.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
And here's Cunningham. Back to Reeves. Pass to Stewart. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Stewart's got his first basket.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Here's the pick. To the paint. And he banks in the layup.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game has gone, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Here's Salong. On the wing, Reeves. Here's Cunningham. Offline from the high post.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
The Pistons have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Here's Reeves. He can't get that one to fall.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Pass to Shed. Here's Hammonds. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. No dice from the high post.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
3-pointer, Stewart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 6th assist of the night. There's a screen. Pass to Thurman. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Stewart. Sinks that one from the post. Salong, he's got his first points of the night.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Inside. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
Cunningham outside. On the wing, Reeves. Pass to Stewart. Here's Salong. Tries to break his ice. And it's Cunningham getting it to go.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
To the wing on the left. New York working the ball around now. Brooks defending. Pass to Hammonds. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Salong. Salong, he's got his 5th rebound in this one. Cunningham outside. Now Brooks. Outside Reeves. Puts up a three. It's hauled in by Thurman.
Well, unfortunately, his poor shooting is not helping their case here.
Launches it. Brooks with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
It's picked off. And there's the call on Dillon Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Butler's checked in for New York. Williams comes in for Shed. Here's Thurman. He's watched by Cunningham. It's Williams. High post. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls it from the top of the key. The rebound by Detroit. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Cunningham. Now Thompson. Hey, puts up a 3. And again, the Pistons missing. And that one drops.
And I like the fact they didn't settle there. They worked for a higher percentage shot.
Here's Murray Boyles. And he drops it in from the low post.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Williams from long range drills it from deep. Williams has got 14 points now in the second half.
Creating spacing. That's his 3rd three-pointer of the night and his 2nd this half.
Pass to Murray Boyles. Shot from the wing. And it's New York with a rebound. Williams has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Here's Thurman. He's watched by Cunningham. Outside, Williams. Three-pointer. And again, New York with the triple.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Thompson. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 7 assists in the game.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Now here's Williams. Smith with the rebound. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Wide open. And he drops that one in.
A slow start for him, but making amends here in the second half.
Here's Thurman. The kick out to Williams. There's the screen. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williams has got 8 points in the quarter.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Up top, Smith. Cunningham up top. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Over Thompson, and it's New York scoring again.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Pass to Murray Boyles. Smith outside. Williams defending. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. To the paint. Butler with the bucket. Butler's got his first 2 points.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
4-3. Here's Murray Boyles. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
Those are the kind of effort plays that endear you to the coaches, your teammates, and these fans.
Pass to Butler. Here he goes. And it's Butler with the jam.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for the Pistons. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Thompson outside. Oh, yikes, not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Down low. And it's Butler with the jam.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher.
They played well, and let's see if they can keep it going into Game 4, an important one for the Knicks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And with this win, a trip to the finals is within their grasp. Just one win away from the sweep.
And they'll be looking to make it 4 straight, no doubt about it. That's how you want to go into the finals. Well-rested, playing your best basketball of the season, and riding a ton of momentum.
Now here's Thompson. The fadeaway. Murray Boyles can't get it to go. Outside, Williams. There's 31 seconds left in the final quarter. Banked it in off the glass. Williams has got 34.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
Now here's Cunningham. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And so it's the Knicks taking care of business in this one. And now that they're up 3-0, winning this whole series is well within their grasp.
You think it's only a matter of time, but the postseason is all about expecting the unexpected. They need to stay focused and finish strong.
And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. With Tim Legler, Ali LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.
Okay, what's up?
Every 3 seconds,
Nature walk.
You've lost a lot.
Sounds a bit boring.
Like,
a lot. There's a waterfall, epic viewpoints, and I'll bring the chips. Oh, no, I got it.
Okay, I'm game.
Try something new.
Play me a song. But if it's more than an hour, I'm staying in the car.
Huh.
Nah, don't
Maybe you can
even
clean it for me.
No, I'm serious. Those things are
I've never been scuba diving. Is it fun?
People are always
I
listening
think
in.
you should try snorkeling first.
Right now, there could very well be someone listening to us.
How do you know that? Our family's vacation together once?
Am I?
This one here almost the same. It's funny.
Okay, that's only...
The Eastern Conference Finals, Game 4. The Knicks